We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we use to create them. Albert Einstein. Today we will be covering the topic of engineering, that which is a field allowing man to form today's society. The Internet's Wikipedia article titled Engineer states engineers form the link between scientific discoveries and their subsequent applications to human and business needs and quality of life. Most careers in the engineering field require just a bachelor's degree in the focus area. To obtain more information about the resources available, such as papers, teachers' perception of students, and career options, please visit CTC's library database at www.ctcd.edu/academics/library/databases. Select A through Z listing of databases and Library Information Science and Technology Abstract, or LISTA, as these references and many more can be found. To understand the true necessity of the engineering field, there are 3 points that needs grasping. We will first understand what engineering is. Then we will extend our understanding by reviewing 3 types of engineering focuses and their benefits before finalizing our comprehension with examples of how engineering has changed the world as we know it. First, what is engineering? Wikipedia lists engineering as the application of scientific knowledge to the many problems that need solving. This can be comprehended with just 2 aspects: the circumstances that may cause the need for an engineer and how the engineer changes those circumstances into preferred solutions. For example, my personal experience proves the majority of companies that exist today are competing for acknowledgement that helps promote their products based on quality and accessibility, causing a high demand for change or improvement. But these companies that need change or improvement know the only way to get a better product is by reviewing resources. It is the engineer that does the research for resources that will ultimately bring the change or improvement the company needs. When engineers are presented a problem that needs solving, the research process begins. The engineer reviews resources in the forms of internet resources, interviews, and prototype collection if need be. Seeing most engineers work in groups to complete tasks, the group of engineers begin putting their ideas into action by conducting experimental sessions. Secondly, now that we understand the process of engineering and how engineers help solve problems, let's discuss 3 major types of engineering. These types of engineering fields are explained in this informative visual aid. First type of major engineering is chemical engineering. Chemical engineers help produce new chemicals by combining and extracting sciences such as biology science and medicine science. But chemical engineers do not stop here, as they are also the reason as to why new foods and drinks are being introduced to the public. Next, there is the field focus of mechanics in the engineering field. Mechanical engineers help develop and operate mechanical systems. For these engineers, the knowledge of statics, which focuses on acceleration, mechanics, and manufacturing is crucial for product advancement. We owe our thanks for car improvements, aircraft comfortability and safety, and mechanical devices to this group of engineering individuals. The final focus in the engineering field is software engineering. Software engineers help with the build and creation of computer hardware and software systems. Their knowledge of computer science, mathematics, and system engineering is what helps them create new technology. It is because of software engineers that we now have apps, websites, and new computer programs. Finally, the big picture of how engineering has changed the world as we know it. Actually, I would like to offer a change in health, social acceptance, and the change in information accessibility as examples of how the engineering field has made improvements. First, let's discuss how engineers have changed personal health and social acceptance. Today, there are now medications offered to the public both over the counter and by prescription that offers body sculpting help. For example, on one hand, there are now people taking action to control their weight and become healthier for oneself, not to appeal others. On the other hand, there are people using the newly engineered medication to appeal to an audience or a group of people for both career reasons and self-fulfilling reasons. Engineers have made their desires possible, medically and physically. Finally, the second change caused by engineers is the accessibility of information. Now, there are applications available on computers, cell phones, smartwatches, and televisions that allow one to access government websites for convenient submission for assistance. This has helped our older community maintain health and spike their interest in technology now that applications offer a step process for completion. In conclusion, engineering is a field of true necessity. Engineers have really changed the world by providing alternatives to those that used to be viewed as in natural states. Companies have been transformed, lives have been saved, and ideas have been made into creations. It is due to engineering that the world is still evolving. So, a quote to remember by Albert Einstein. I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction. The world will have a generation of idiots. Thank you.